It's the Deep Slant 101 presented by Xfinity. My guest this week, running back Rex Burkhead, year 9. Rex, first off, how are you feeling after Sunday's game? I mean, it was quite a lot that you did out there on the field. So how does the body feel this week?
Yeah, I actually feel not too bad. Feel pretty good. Offensive line did a great job keeping some big hits off of me. So yeah, looking forward to San Francisco this week and getting after it again.
Yeah, a career day for you. I mean, you've had 2 rushing touchdowns in a game before, but you've never had 2 rushing touchdowns plus 149 yards on the ground. I mean, I have to imagine after the season this team has had, just sort of running the ball, getting things going on the ground, had to feel extra special.
Yeah, it did. That was something we took as a challenge kind of, all year, really getting a game where we established that run game early on, being physical, not only in the first quarter, but all 4 quarters. And the offensive line did that. Not only them, the receivers out wide blocking the tight ends, also all game long, doing it from the get-go and making, my job easy, reading the holes and finding them.
Yeah, just a great collective effort by everyone on offense, really. After the game, though, Davis Mills, someone handed you a ball and said it was from Davis, and you were asked about it in your post-game press conference, and you were not quite sure what it was about. I'm wondering if you got any clarification on the ball. Did Davis Mills give you the game ball after the game?
He did, yeah. So I didn't know at the time. Someone came up to me and just handed it to me and said, "Hey, Davis, wanted to be sure you got this." And so I ended up talking to him about it. And he's like, "Yeah, man, you played your tail off. Just wanted to give you the game ball." So pretty cool, special by him. And also to have that maturity level at as a rookie as well, just to see in the big picture, the whole game. And, it was just a nice compliment from him. So he played a great game, led us down the field multiple times and, made some unbelievable throws.
Yeah, you'll forever be linked with Davis now for his first and his second career wins in NFL history. The week before, his first career win in Jacksonville, I actually wrote a story about you because you had 41 yards rushing on the ground, which isn't just such a staggering stat, but the way in which you did it with the rain pounding down and you were injured, I think a lot of us thought you were not going to even play in Jacksonville, but you really pushed through with your toughness and everything. And Davis called you a fighter after the game. What was that game like for you mentally, emotionally, and then to go through that and then to come out with the win? I'm sure that had to feel really good, but what was that week like for you in that game in particular?
Yeah. Like you said, the best thing about it was we won the game. And, a lot of guys are dealing with bumps and bruises at this time of year. And so, I was just doing my best to fight through, what I had going on and go out there and put my best foot forward. And, it was one of those, condition games where, the run game needed to be physical and we needed to do a good job in that area. And we did. And fortunately, it came out the win.
All right. So in Sunday's game against the Chargers, Tremon Smith got a carry, and apparently he'd been lobbying with Tim Kelly to try to get a carry. What did you think of his first NFL rushing attempt?
Yeah, he did well. He took it, got outside as fast as possible. I think after his kick return for a touchdown last week, that was kind of his, showcase there that he could possibly do something on offense. And TK had faith in him to go out there and do it. And he made a nice game for us.
Yeah, he said he's not sure if he wants to do it again, but he did say the toughest part about playing running back is pass protection because he had done it a few years ago in the preseason. Would you agree that that's the toughest part of playing your position?
Yeah, definitely. I think because you throw in the mental aspect of it as well, making sure you're seeing the whole field and, not only being on the right guy, but having the correct technique when you get there. And a lot of times you're blocking guys who are much bigger than you. So, you just got to be, willing to do it, able to do it, and make sure you're on your P's and Q's when you're doing it.
Yeah, that's one of the things about your game, Rex, that we hear a lot about is that you bring a lot of versatility to the ground game with everything that you're able to do, even when it comes to rushing or receiving or pass protection. And you credited your dad for really teaching you about the position. Now, your dad played fullback, correct? What did he teach you about playing running back?
Yeah, well, he was kind of a running back / fullback, back in the
Okay.
day. He got a lot of carries, was involved in the run game. And so, he always preached versatility to me. He said, the more you can do, the longer you can play. So, whether that was in pass protection or catching the ball out of the backfield, Coaches love guys who can do multiple things. And so that was something he preached to me at an early age, and, something I've taken pride in my whole career.
Your dad didn't play a long time in the NFL, but he did get a chance to play with Dan Marino. Do you remember any good Dan Marino stories that he told?
Nothing, no crazy stories, but he said, he enjoyed it. He got to play for Don Shula, who's the head coach there at the time as well. And so he enjoyed his experience. It wasn't that long, but definitely a lot of memories he took from it. And, playing for or with Dan Marino, of course, is pretty special in itself.
Yeah. And then now he works for the FBI, or he did work for the FBI after football.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Are you allowed to
He's
talk about
retired
it?
from that and now has his own business. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've noticed at some of the home games, or most of the home games, there's a little cheering section, a bunch of people wearing number 28 jerseys. Are those your parents? Is that your family?
Probably so. Yeah, probably the parents, my wife, and, my oldest son, he came to a game, a few weeks ago as well. So yeah, we, they're up in Dallas, got a lot of family and friends around. So got a pretty good crowd there.
Yeah. Have they been able to, now that you're in Houston, it makes sense for them to be able to come down to Houston and watch your games. But over the course of your career, were your parents, or were your your family obviously was living with you, but were your parents able to attend a lot of your games, or is this really a first for them?
Yeah, they've always made a point to try to come out to as many as possible. Of course, it makes it a lot easier when it's just a short drive from Dallas, here now. And so it is nice. It's nice for them. And, also a bunch of, friends I grew up with, and then, went to school with, who were able to come as well now.
All right. Well, you didn't grow up in Houston. You grew up in the Plano area, but you're back in Texas now after a really long time. What did you miss most about living here?
Oh, man. Right now, 80 degrees, 70 degree weather during December is, pretty nice, pretty awesome. I'm a warm weather guy for sure. I don't mind playing in the cold at all, but just the day to day, warm weather it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it makes up for all those crazy days during training camp to get some nice 80-degree pleasant weather in December, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, Rex. Well, looking forward to what you can do here for the last few games of the season. Congrats on the big wins, and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, and go Texans. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for new content.